While we welcome in 2015, we'd also like to take a look back at 2014. Since this past year was such an exciting one in Wellesley, we've put together a top 10 list of big stories we covered around town. Whether you agree with our countdown or not, we thought it's a fun way to remember the old and look forward to the new. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Starting with number 10, the Massachusetts Horticultural Society's big win for their love story exhibit at this year's Boston Flower and Garden Show.
Our exhibit is called Eden on the Charles, and it's really about two courtships that happened at Elm Bank in Wellesley and Dover.
Since Elm Bank is surrounded by the Charles River, Mass Hort designers created their own version with a pond and stream, trying to reenact a couple canoeing down the river, stopping to enjoy an intimate picnic. A well-received design recognized by judges with several awards. At number 9, Wellesley welcomed Sam Rubin to town, or as many now refer to him as the Hot Dog Man. After graduating from college, the Needham native decided to open up his own hot dog stand.
I worked at a hot dog stand a few years ago for 2 summers in a row, and I had a lot of fun doing that. And that's where I sort of got the idea of opening up my own hot dog stand.
Sam mostly set up shop at Honeywell Field on Washington Street in Morse's Pond, where local residents got really used to enjoying the good eats. From summer to winter, in at number 8, Wellesley's debut of new ice rinks. Organized by the town's recreation committee right near the high school, ice rinks for the winter months, which turn into basketball courts during summertime.
New England and ice skating, is a real natural, and we know that there's almost 800 kids playing hockey in town, and we know that there are a lot of adults who like to come out. Last year was amazing, the number of people, during the day who either come out with the small children or even older people coming out and skating when it wasn't crowded.
An additional outdoor activity residents welcomed with open arms.
I grew up with it. I've been skating since I was 2 years old. You didn't ask my age, but I'm 63 now, and it's just sort of in my blood. My father skated and taught me how to skate, and I especially enjoy skating outdoors.
Coming in at number 7, you've probably seen it around town, the Wellesley Police Department's newest toy.
It's a surplus military vehicle that we acquired for free through the Department of Defense. That's a go anywhere, do anything type of vehicle.
The Humvee has been helping officers patrol the streets when severe weather hits, since, as you can imagine, this big guy can basically go anywhere and do anything. At number 6 this year, a Thanksgiving tradition that never gets old. Wellesley High School's football team faced off against Needham in their annual Turkey Day game. It's a longtime rivalry dating back 95 years. Even though the Raiders couldn't pull off a win this year, it's a holiday treat the entire community always enjoys. Coming in at the halfway mark, number 5, Sabina Hartnett and her Boston Marathon goal. Now a graduate, but at the time a Wellesley High School senior, Hartnett ran the marathon raising money for the Hannah Randolph Memorial Fund. The local 15-year-old was tragically killed in a skiing accident back in 2012.
When Hannah passed away, I had a big realization that there were a lot of things she never got to do, and there were a lot of things I always said, I'll do that later in my life. And I think that later is, at some point, you just have to say, it's now.
Not only did Hartnett successfully run the 26.2 mile stretch, she raised more than $10,000 in Randolph's name. A big push in Wellesley to go solar takes our number 4 spot this year. Signs like this one started popping up around town reading, "I'm now solar, how about you?" Bernie Torrey made the big switch this summer, eager to reduce his carbon footprint and benefit from the economic component as well.
Electricity bills are going up and up and up. I wanted to save some money. I wanted to invest in something with a relatively short return or payback, and it turns out with the solar plan, with the federal, state, and Wellesley incentives, the payback is 5 years for my system, which is unheard of. And it's a 100% return on my investment.
Number 3 was pretty easy. After months of research, planning and negotiations. The town of Wellesley reached a deal to purchase the North 40 from Wellesley College. In mid-December, Wellesley announced its $35 million bid for the 46 acres of land adjacent to the campus was accepted. It's been an extremely hot topic in town ever since the college revealed its plans to sell the North 40 to raise money for other college developments. Many residents were concerned about what it would turn into.
I was very sad to think that there would be a development. That's my initial thought, was there would be a development, more houses, creating more of an urban feel, higher density, and then I started thinking of all the other issues that we have in town in terms of schools and the lack of space for kindergartners and first graders at Hardy, and how that would impact the overall community as a whole, and of course traffic, because I think that's a huge concern for most of the residents around here.
Now, under their agreement, at least half of the North 40 property will be preserved as open space. In at number 2, a video of a dog rescue in Wellesley that sure went viral. On December 22nd, the Wellesley Police Department got a frantic call. A golden retriever had fallen through the ice on the Charles River and couldn't get back to shore. Crews shot this video of the amazing rescue. 2 firefighters jumped in, swimming in frigid temperatures to bring the dog to safety. The video, posted on the police department's website, has more than 131,000 views.
It's an unusual experience to be sitting there eating dinner and seeing your video on the nightly news, the world news, or one of the national affiliates. We've been able to bring the picture of what goes on in the town all the time to our residents, and we have a medium to present that through our social media, our website, and really keep everyone informed as to what goes on in the community.
More importantly, the dog named Crosby, while a little cold at the time, is doing just fine. Sometimes the top 10 list can get difficult, especially moving closer to the number 1 spot. But this year's top pick was really pretty easy. Without a doubt, the naked sleepwalker sculpture at Wellesley College. Meant to be a unique art exhibit, created local, national, and worldwide reaction. People from near and far weighing in on this naked man positioned in the heart of an all-women's college.
The reaction to the sleepwalker was extremely startling to me and to the artist. I think we were not at all expecting the social media and then mainstream media pickup of the story. That was unpredictable.
And in many cases, when something gets too much attention, not all of it's good. Nearly 6 months after the Sleepwalker's debut, the sculpture was vandalized with yellow paint. The suspect or suspects involved are still on the loose. That wraps up this year's Top 10 list. I'm Natalie Kaplan. From all of us here at Wellesley Media Corporation, we'd like to wish you a happy holiday and healthy new year.